Okay, so for the record, I got really stoned.
Okay.
And I hope it sounds okay.
I think it does.
You sure? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, rein me in if...
No, it's fine.
Okay, good.
That was filmmaker and musician H.P. Mendoza. I'm Jeff, and this is Storied San Francisco. Welcome to episode 14, part 1. Besides music and movies, video games have been another lifelong love for H.P. A circumstance of his childhood helps to explain that love of games and arcades. Here's H.P. You mentioned stuff about your dad, which I've heard before. Your dad was a movie
Yeah,
guy
I guess my dad factors into a lot. It's interesting, right? I keep telling people, yeah, my dad's not in my life, but like I end up telling stories about my dad.
Right.
So there's one that's kind of dad-like, and that's really, I guess, I don't know what the focus of this story would be. Sorry, these are cloudy.
That's okay. No.
Well, okay, so the one thing I was going to say was, there's the Mission Arcade thing that I do, which you came to. It's just a party that we throw. Really, it was just a chance for me to like set up a bunch of video games and have friends play them or dance,
Right.
And basically, like I was just talking to somebody about like why I like making things feel like arcades, and I couldn't really pinpoint why. I just like arcades. I've always loved arcades, but also it's because my dad was a fucking Pac-Man king.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I was going to tell the story about like how my dad he would just draw crowds in arcades in San Francisco.
Wow.
So there's that. So basically, and we didn't have like one arcade. My father he was a Muni driver. Mm-hmm. And the bus barn, the Muni barn, is out. His division was in North Point, so of course we were close to Pier 39. Mm-hmm. So that kind of inadvertently became our main arcade together when he would take me to the arcade. I was always put in arcades by my family.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, we have to go do something. Stay here.
Right. Like for the arcade to babysit you.
Yeah, exactly. And
whereas I had to be like, Mom, please, quarters, dollars, please let me go to the arcade.
Yeah,
your family's like,
yeah, I would watch people like that, like people my age. Like I was 7, and God, I was 7. They were leaving me in an arcade. Yeah, I don't know if people would do that now, but yeah, they would just throw like a $10 roll in my hand, and say, "Here, we're gonna go do something," and do something usually meant gambling.
Nice.
But yeah, I would get put in arcades, and so I grew fond of arcades. I got really, really into video games. And I think what shocked me the most was that my dad was into them too.
Okay.
And I didn't know that.
What era of video games?
So let's see.
Like don't say the year if you know it. Let's just hear some of the games that were hot.
I have to think of what the year actually was. So, okay, well let me just think about like what was big then. Pole Position was hot. Mm-hmm. That was new because it was a big cabinet. Yep. So it's like the bigger it was, like, oh, that must be cool. Mm-hmm. And it was a cool game. I'm trying to think of what the other ones were at the time. I mean, there was, the Star Wars game was great.
Sure. I don't even know what you call it, the Vector.
Yeah, the Vector one.
One where you're the X-wing and okay.
And you're going to the Death Star over and over
in the trenches.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, there was Pole Position. That I'm trying to think of what else came out around.
Was
that
pre-Dragon's Lair?
No, this was
right around that.
This was
time.
Dragon's Lair era.
So in the Stranger Things.
Yes,
kind of era.
You're
okay.
Absolutely right.
Okay.
Yeah. Were you a Dragon's Lair guy?
Well, my memory serves. There was like I could get like 45 seconds in.
Yeah, right.
And the same thing with Dirk's stupid face turning into a skeleton. I'm like, God damn it, I can't get past that.
I know. Oh
God. I wasn't very good at it, but I kept trying. And then
it was expensive too. Do you remember that?
Yeah. 50 cents. I think.
Which I think
that's double. I mean,
I know. I was like, I can play 2 games for this and play for a lot longer.
Right.
You know what? Okay, wait. So, I was going on and on to my dad about Dragon's Lair. God, that's something I forgot about till right now. I was going on and on about it, saying there's a game that looks like a cartoon, and they're going to put it here in Launchpad. That was the name of the arcade.
In Pier 39?
No, this one was at Ceremony, actually, in Daly City. And he saw it, and he was just so uninterested.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, isn't it kind of cool? He was like, that's just a Laserdisc. And I didn't even know what a Laserdisc was at the time, But I was like, oh, Dad knows something that's cool. There's a laser in there. And
he wasn't impressed.
No, he wasn't impressed.
Just like,
I think he probably, like, when I told him about it, he read up on it so he could know more about it.
Right.
Right. But Yeah, he would just do this thing where he would get his roll of quarters, it was a $10 roll, and he would give me $9.75, and he would go to Pac-Man with 1 quarter.
Oh my God.
And he was a bit of a show off. You know, so
he didn't have the extras to line up on the thing that tells everyone around you that you're playing again.
No, honestly, I don't think that wasn't something I encountered in arcades until like the late 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those what do you call them?
Mostly the fighting games were the ones that were lined up.
Squatters.
I'm gonna call them. Right?
Call them with their little quarters up on the thing. I'm like, fuck you.
No, my dad was so proud that he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, just one quarter.
And he would keep reminding people around him that he's on the same quarter. But so anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself because of course I'm implying that I know. At this point, I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
So I'm playing all these games.
You had $9.75.
I had 9. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal.
39 quarters.
Right. Oh, that's good. I would play Star Wars, Spy Hunter, Tapper. You remember Tapper?
I don't remember Tapper.
You play a bartender who must serve all of your guests before they kill you. just like real life.
Exactly. Oh my God. That's okay.
No, I'd play all those games. And maybe some expensive ones. Like, what were the expensive ones back then besides Dragon's Lair? There was like Zybots by Atari. It was an expensive one. It was 50 cents. Anyway, I'd play those. And meanwhile, I'm down to like my last 3 quarters, and I can hear people cheering. And I look over, and there's my dad with all these kids around him, and they're just going on about how sick he is, man. Like, oh, he's fresh. And I start getting embarrassed. I'm like, okay, well, I can't come back now.
You didn't want them to know that.
Well, I didn't want my dad to know that I was coming back so quickly while he was in the game.
Right.
So I would just kind of hang out behind. You know how like the most popular games would have crowds of people and you can just hang out and watch?
Sure.
So I did that for like 5 games.
Uh-huh.
And then finally I was like, you know what? I just watched like 5 games and my dad's still playing, so I had to go, So I went and he was kind of like, I'll never forget. I was like, we should go. He was like, no, I'm still going. And I got so annoyed. I was so annoyed. I was like, "Oh, fine." And I kind of went outside and I pouted for a little bit. And no, I should powder for a long time,
right?
Because he was that good. That's how long he was playing. So I'm sitting there pouting, and this other kid comes up to me with like a bunch of quarters. Mm-hmm. He says, "Here, you can play some more games." I said, "Whose quarters are these?" He's like, "These are from your dad."
Oh my God. Oh my God, he's just hanging out there with another roll of quarters.
Yeah.
And has the wherewithal to be like, take these over to my kid.
To my son, yeah.
Because he's already blown through that other roll.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So how long do you think we're talking? Like, was he playing? Like an hour?
That sounds...
30 minutes? 45?
I think I used to tell people an hour.
Jesus.
But I wonder if that's even right. Like, I don't know if I had, the right way to gauge time without a clock at the time.
Right.
But yeah, I used to just say, yeah, you've been in there for an hour, and he wouldn't contest. So
yeah,
I'd say about an hour. I didn't think that was possible.
And did he just enter his initials for the high score, or did he have he didn't have. Okay.
ROG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, ROG.
Nice.
Yeah, that was his name in every game. And so he got really angry when he had to put in 4 digits one time.
Oh shit!
And he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
His name was Roger. So he's like, do I do ROGR or ROGE?
Right. Dilemmas.
Yeah, which is a big deal for me too. I was like, I don't know. Right. But yeah, I'm sure his name's been wiped off of every game in San Francisco.
Right.
Yeah. But then again, maybe every game in San Francisco has been wiped off anyway.
Maybe. I'm going to say I want to find out who has bested him.
I know.
If that's possible. Like, archives of places like the Launchpad, if they even exist.
No,
there's long
not.
Gone.
Neither does Tilt.
Where was Tilt?
Tilt was the that was the last incarnation of the Pier 39 arcade.
Okay.
Then there was one in the Tenderloin that was cool because it was big, but it was also scary because people always erupted into fights.
Right.
And they were always over fighting games.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Street Fighter.
It was Street Fighter. Actually, and then I'll never forget something happened, and it's rumored that it was over Street Fighter 2. There was a shooting.
Oh shit! In the arcade.
In the arcade, yeah.
Oh my God.
No one got hurt. I think the guy just kind of fired.
Yeah.
But from what I heard, that's the reason they closed down.
Jeez.
I mean, I always thought they closed down because San Francisco,
right?
But no, apparently there was some gang activity.
Yeah. Wow. So it was Street Fighter, not Duck Hunt. Like not a game that had guns.
No, right. It was Street Fighter. Yeah, it probably would have happened over Miss Pac-Man with these guys.
Right.
Yeah, they were just aggro, so it was kind of scary.
Yeah. Check back Thursday for part 2, when HP will explain how he parlayed that early love of video games into an ongoing party for his friends. Storied SF is on Twitter and Instagram at Storied SF. Our Facebook page is at Storied San Francisco, and I'd like to ask a favor. If you can, go ahead and like the page. Then scroll through and start sharing some of your favorite episodes with all of your Facebook friends. It would really help us get the word out about the podcast. On our website, storiedsf.com, you can find some great photos of HP that Michelle Kilfeather took. If you'd like to contact us, try storiedsf@gmail.com. Music for the podcast is by Otis McDonald, a.k.a. Joe Bigale. Thanks for listening. We'll see you Thursday.